Hey guys, and welcome back to today's MLB play of the day. If you're interested in getting more of this pick video content in the future, you can click that subscribe button. Also, head on over to our channel to get our daily NBA play of the day video as well. Also, if you're looking to get more pick content in general, you can head on over to our main website, stumpthespread.com, which I will link down in the video description. Over there, you can access our daily free plays as well as all of our top confidence premium bets across all major American sports in season. Right now, that is the MLB, NBA, as well as the NHL. So getting things kicked off here with the first week of action in MLB. For today's MLB Play of the Day video, we're going to be talking about an American League matchup over in the Central as the Detroit Tigers continue their road series here against the Chicago White Sox. Detroit was able to come through in their opener with Justin Verlander on the mound as the Tigers were able to get him some run support, going on to beat the White Sox in what was their home opener by a final of 6-3. The Chicago White Sox, they're going to be in tank mode this year. Everybody knows that. That's what the Chris Sale trade really indicated. Chicago got quite a bit in the return for Sale, really a quality trade for them. And also Chicago is probably going to be trying to deal Quintana as well, especially given the fact that not a whole lot is necessarily expected out of the Chicago White Sox this season. Detroit, on the other hand, really has to be in win-now mode. This is a team that's had a very bloated payroll in recent years, and they've often sold their farm system at the trade deadline to try to make the difference as they've pushed for postseason play. Unfortunately for Detroit, they haven't been able to fully get across that line and win a World Series. They did reach a World Series it was either 2 or 3 years ago. I can't remember exactly, but the Tigers coming up short last year, really not performing up to expectations. And this year's Detroit Tigers, there's some concerns with the pitching staff overall, but a lot of strong veteran offensive players. You would certainly expect the Tigers to put up some solid numbers on the offensive side of the ball. Last year, the Tigers, they weren't quite as great offensively as their numbers should have indicated they would have been. They were just 11th in baseball in scoring, but they were third in batting average as well as 5th in slugging percentage and 5th in on-base percentage. Detroit just has to do a better job this year of getting players in once they're on base. So in today's matchup, the Tigers are going to send out 30-year-old veteran right-hander Jordan Zimmermann. Zimmermann coming off one of the worst years of his career. Unfortunately for him, his first year in Detroit was not all that great, putting up a 4.87 ERA with a 1.37 whip. And this can happen quite often, actually, when pitchers are pretty solid over in the National League and then they head on over to the American League. And it can be a tough transition. You don't get that pitcher slot in the batting order, and it's just tougher overall in terms of trying to get through that lineup as a result. Hopefully for Jordan Zimmermann, he's going to have a bounce-back campaign. In his years with the Washington Nationals, he was a very consistent starter, typically pitching between about a 2.5 and a 3.5 ERA. In his last year with the Washington Nationals, he was at 3.66 ERA, and the year prior to that was one of the best years of his career with a 2.66 ERA. Jordan Zimmermann, getting into that 30-year-old age bracket, is going to be on more of the decline in his career at this point. And starting just 18 games last year, pitching barely over 100 innings and having an ERA near 5. Not all that great, but Zimmermann hoping to get off on the right foot this season, and he'll get his chance here in Game 1 against the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox, on the other hand, are going to be sending out James Shields. The veteran 35-year-old right-hander was even worse than Zimmermann was in his first year with Detroit. Shields was equally or worse in his time with the Chicago White Sox. In 22 starts with Chicago, he posted a really poor 6.77 ERA, and that is by far the worst of James Shields' career. Shields has really had a tremendous career heading into his 11th year right now. He is another guy that has not had as much success in his time in the American League as of late. He did pitch for the Padres and had a little bit of success, but then switching back over to the American League, not having a lot of success there in what's not a very pitcher-friendly ballpark in Chicago. Obviously, if you go back earlier in his career, James Shields had some solid years back with Tampa Bay. So he is accustomed to pitching in American League ball. But James Shields is another veteran right-hander that's hoping to get bounce back campaign. He is 5 years older than Zimmerman, so we're not quite as high on his ability to perhaps bounce back this year as we are with Jordan Zimmerman. Detroit, they were able to get past Chicago in Game 1, and we feel like Detroit's going to have the edge on the mound today, and also in terms of their offensive output. Right now, sitting at about minus 127 to 130 range. We feel that's a little bit undervalued here for the Tigers. We feel them probably more at like minus 135, minus 140. So as a result, we are going to go ahead and side with the Tigers straight up here as the better bet. And that's going to be our MLB play of the day. Again, if you're interested in getting more of this pick video content in the future, you can click that subscribe button and also head on over to our YouTube channel to get today's NBA play of the day video as well. And also you can head on over to our main website, stumpthespread.com, to get our daily free plays as well as all of our top confidence premium bets. And I will link Stump the Spread down in the video description. So thanks, guys, for stopping on in today, and we hope to see you in future videos. Bye.